Good morning, children.
Good morning,
ma'am.
Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
All right. So, in the last class, we were doing exercises from the workbook. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, we completed the comprehension section and also section B, that is choosing the appropriate words from the passage. We have completed 2 exercises, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now take page number 4. We'll do the vocabulary. Okay. Complete these sentences by using correct suffixes with the words in brackets.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, we did three. Question number 3 we have did.
Which one, my dear? Which one?
Ma'am, the
Till
category
question
is all right, suffix. Ma'am, that day we wrote up to 3, then after that you told to write it as a homework.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Good. So, have you done that? The remaining questions are completed by you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, I can ask. Brissa, read out the 4th one. Let me check whether it is correct or not.
After 5 days at sea, the sailors were finally dash bound.
Yes. The word within the bracket is home. So,
Home.
which suffix you have to add?
Homeless.
No. Homeless means without home. After 5 days at sea, the sailors were finally dash bound. So the meaning should be after 5 days of spending their time in the sea, they have come back home. That should be the meaning. So which suffix you have to add along with the word home?
Homeward.
Yes, homeward. What about others? Did you all get the answer correct? Homeward?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Next question is to Savio. Savio, unmute.
Ma'am, I didn't write.
You did not do. What happened?
Forgot.
Forgot. You should not forget. Homework should be done at home. Ismail,
Yes, ma'am.
read out the 5th one.
This dish is quite tasteless. I must have forgotten to add the salt.
Yes, very good. This dish is quite tasteless. I must have forgotten to add the salt. All right. Then 6th, Altina.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you read out the 6th one?
Take the next left. That is the fastest way home.
Yes. Take the next left. That is the fastest way home. 7th question. Ashish.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you read the 7th one?
Yes, ma'am. My mother added jaggery to the tea. Sweet.
Which suffix you have to add along with sweet? The meaning is in order to make it more sweet. My mother has added jaggery to the tea. So which suffix you have to add? My mother.
Sweeten.
Once again?
Sweeten.
Yes, very good. Sweeten. My mother added jaggery to sweeten the tea. If you have written wrongly, please correct it now. Okay. Then last one. Atul.
Yes, ma'am.
Unmute and read. He was dash after running up 5 flights of stairs. The word in bracket is breathe. Huh? Just read out what you have written. Haven't you done the homework?
Yeah.
Atul, are you thinking? Which suffix you have to add? He was dash after running up 5 flights of stairs. After continuously running up and down 5 stairs of what will happen? Children, please mute.
He will become tired.
Ah, yes, definitely the person will become tired. So, will you be able to breathe properly?
No, ma'am.
Then, which suffix you have to add? Look the suffixes in the bracket, in the box given. Ly, ful, less, en, ness, est, ward. So, which appropriate suffix?
Breathe. Test.
No. Kanishk, can you help him? Others, please mute, okay? Some disturbances are coming through. Please keep in muted mode. Kanish, give me the answer.
Breathe in.
Breathe in?
Breathe in.
No, my dear. Okay. Sian?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the answer?
Breathless.
Breathless. Breathless. Yes, correct. He was breathless after running up 5 flights of stairs. So, how many of you got all those 5 answers correct?
Ma'am.
Okay. Sian?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
Ma'am, I'm new here, so I don't know which lesson you're taking in literature.
Okay, my dear. What is your name?
Maria, ma'am.
Maria. Okay, you have to mention your name, okay, when you come to attend the class. Now we are doing the exercises from the workbook. Actually, 2 chapters we have completed from the course book, and now we are doing the exercises from the workbook. Okay, Maria? So please take out your workbook, page number 4. All right. So how many of you got the answers correct? All the 5 correct?
Ma'am, I got the answers of the phone correctly, but I have
Ma'am.
my cousin's house, so that's why I cannot.
Okay. Okay. Smriti,
Excuse me,
Ananta,
ma'am.
Anna, Sian. Then
Excuse
who
me,
else?
ma'am.
Arjun. Okay, yes.
Ma'am, what was the answer of the 5th question?
5th one, he was breathless. Actually, in the text, it is 8th one. Okay. The last class, I gave you 5 questions as homework. So, that's why I'm telling you 5. Actually, in the textbook, it is the 8th question. He was breathless after running up 5 flights of stairs.
Not
Okay.
that, ma'am. 5th question.
5th one.
Question.
This dish. That one?
Tasteless.
Yes, this dish is quite tasteless. If you forget to add the salt to the dish, definitely it becomes tasteless. Okay, without taste. This dish is quite tasteless. I must have forgotten to add the salt. So I hope all of you have written the correct answers in your workbook.
Ma'am, can you repeat the last 8th question?
8th one. He was breathless. He was breathless after running up 5 flights of stairs.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Any more confusions?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
All right. Shall we move to the next exercise?
Yes, ma'am.
Writing part?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, 1 second.
Mm.
Ma'am, can you tell the meaning of bound?
It's not clear for me.
Ma'am, can you tell the meaning of bound? B-O-U-N-D.
Here in the sentence, after 5 days at sea, the sailors were finally homeward bound. Bound means they have reached home. Okay, that's the meaning. After 5 days of spending their time in the sea, they have reached back home. Okay. Now we'll move on to the writing part. What is the writing session? It is about diary entry. Do you all have the habit of writing diary entry?
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I think Smriti has the habit.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I have. Yes, ma'am.
I have, not I has, I have. Okay, so some of you have the habit of writing diary entry. So, okay, Smriti, can you tell me what are the specialities of a diary entry? You're quite familiar with that.
Ma'am, the specialty is that we can keep our secrets in our own private, in our own personal, so that others won't know about our feelings. If we don't want others to know about our feelings or emotions, then we can keep them by writing a diary.
Yes.
There are many other ways, but according to me, the best way is writing a diary.
Yes. Okay. Diary entry. It is actually a person's privacy, a matter of privacy. You can reveal your feelings, your emotions, whatever that is there in your mind, you can let it out in the form of words on pages. Okay. So, how do you write a diary entry? There is a specific pattern for writing a diary entry. Who can give me the answer? What are the things that you have to keep in mind?
Date, time.
Yes. Date is very important because diary entry is we mention about one entire day's events in a diary. Okay, you wake up in the morning at 6 o'clock and you do a lot of things. You interact with many people. Okay, and you might be going through different feelings and emotions. So many things happen within a day. So when you write a diary entry, mostly the time will be at night because one whole day's events are mentioned in the diary entry. So date is very important. First, you have to mention the date. For example, if you are writing the diary entry today, what is the date today? 29 July 2020. Okay, first you have to mention the date. So definitely if your diary means for a year, one particular diary will be there. Yes, 2020 diary you might have seen, or 2021 diary the next year that comes. Okay, so you can mention the date first, 29 July 2020. Then what comes next below the date? The day. Yes. Which day is today?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Wednesday.
Yes. Today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. So below the date, you have to mention the day. Okay, 29 July 2020. Then you have to write Wednesday. Then what is next?
Time.
Yes, time. Time is very important. You know why?
Because we can know when we wrote the diary, which time we wrote the diary.
Yes, when we flip the pages, one after the other, when we go through the particular day's events, we'll be able to know at what time you have written the diary entry. Okay, so mostly the diary entries will be written at night because from morning till night, all the events will be described. Only the important matters. Okay, we will not write everything in detail, but important matters will be included in the diary entry. So if you are going to bed at 9:30 in the night, then you can mention the time 9:30. Then you write the diary entry and then you finish it off. Okay. So these are the three main things that you have to keep in mind. One is date, the second is day, and the third one is time. Okay. Well, what about the paragraph that you are writing? About whom you will be writing? About whom you will be writing in the diary entry? Yes, very good. About yourself. About yourself. Diary is a privacy. Okay? You express your emotions, your feelings, everything onto the pages through words. So diary is a matter of privacy. So you write about yourself. So how will you begin the diary entry? In first person or second person or third person? Yes, first person. The diary entry is written in the first person. I. Okay. Today I was so happy because the day was good for me. I performed very well in the class and my teacher appreciated me. Okay. So you write diary entry in first person using the pronoun I. Okay. Then, is it a formal writing or an informal writing? Informal. It is an informal way of expressing. Okay, informal way of writing. Then, is it a conversational style or? It's not necessary, but if needed, you can also add conversation. Okay, if needed, you can also add the conversation that you had with a particular person in the diary entry. All right. So the question given here in our workbook is, I'll read it for you. Have you ever seen a poisonous insect or reptile? Write a short diary entry about it. Remember to describe where you saw it, how it looked, how you felt, and what you did. So the passage we read about was about Australia, the country. And in the passage, it is mentioned that the world's 10 most poisonous snakes are from Australia, and other creatures are also very dangerous. Do you remember all those things?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So based on that, a diary entry question is given. So you have to share your experience in the form of a diary entry, whether you had encountered any poisonous insect or reptile. For example, it's all imaginary, okay? This particular writing session is imaginary, so you have to have a good imaginary. It's not necessary that you have seen a poisonous reptile or not, but then you have to imagine and write a diary entry. All right? In fact, whatever the entries that we make in a diary is true. It's reality. Okay. So apart from this, yes.
Can we write about an insect?
Yes, you can write about a poisonous insect also. No problem.
And can we write about snakes?
Yes, yes, you can. But it should. Okay. Can you just listen for a second? When you write, you have to write in such a manner that you saw that particular reptile or insect, and you were frightened. All those emotions should be written. Okay. For example, today I saw a snake in the garden. When I stepped out, and it was green in color. It was short in size and it was thin, but I was so frightened to see that creature because it was coiled around the ground part of the tree, something like that. Okay, imagine and write. And then I screamed to the top of my voice and my mom came out. Like that you have to express your feelings.
Ma'am, about ourselves,
Pardon?
About ourselves, sir.
Yes, about yourself, about your feelings, about your experience, and how you felt when you saw it. How you.
Ma'am, there is no place here to write, ma'am.
My dear, you have to write in the book. Okay.
Ma'am, we can write
There is
about
no space. There is no space provided in the workbook. You can write in a book. A small paragraph will do. That's enough.
Ma'am,
yes.
Ma'am, we can write about the dog and always chase us.
In the question, it is asked about you have to make a diary entry about a poisonous insect or a reptile. Okay.
Ma'am.
Mm.
Ma'am, can we write it in a paper? Ma'am, can we write it in a paper and pin it to the page?
Yes, yes, that also can be done. Either you can write in a paper or in the notebook. Okay. No need to worry about it. But the only thing is that you have to be ready with it by the next class. Okay. And apart from this diary entry, I want you to write another diary entry also. That is, you have to record today's experience. Just today's. 1 day's diary entry. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
From the time when you woke up until the time you go to bed. All those things should be recollected and written in an orderly manner. Clear?
Ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Any more doubts with regard to the diary entry?
Ma'am, should we file it, ma'am? Ma'am, should we file it?
I think the best way is that you can take a small piece of paper, you can neatly write on it and you can pin it in the workbook. So it will be easy for me. Once the school year opens, I can check through it. Okay.
And dear diary.
Yes?
And dear diary.
Okay. You can address the diary as dear diary. No worries. Yes, that's up to you. Okay, diary entry is always a personal matter of sharing your own feelings and experience. So you can give a name to your diary, or you can write dear diary, anyway, as you wish. Okay, but the only thing is that you have to keep in mind to mention the date, day and time, and also it should be written in first person and it should be an informal way of expressing. Got it?
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Ma'am.
excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, should it be 2020 itself? Like if we are writing about a poisonous insect or a reptile, should it be the same year, like 2020 itself?
Not necessary, but then if you clearly remember the date and time and all, you can mention that too. Okay. I told you already, this will be an imaginary diary entry. I hope it will not be real, because many of you might not have seen a poisonous reptile very close to your eyes.
Ma'am, I have seen.
Yes, yes. Some of you might have
seen.
Okay. All right. Some of you might have seen, some of you might not. Okay. So those who haven't seen it in reality, you can always imagine and write. But
Yeah, we can write about snake.
Yes. One short paragraph will do. Okay. And the other diary entry that also can be pinned into your workbook. That should be today's entire experience. Okay. So that will be real.
Okay, ma'am.
Nothing artificial should be added into it. Okay. That should be
Okay,
really true. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
So shall we move to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Punctuation. Punctuation. What do you mean by punctuation marks? What is the function played by the punctuation marks in language?
Full stop means.
For pause in a sentence.
Yes. Okay. I think I'll come to you individually. Devika.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can you tell me what is the function played by punctuation marks?
Ma'am, punctuation mark gives some pauses in the sentence.
Yes.
Some full stop where the sentence should be ended.
Mm.
And some exclamatory mark
Mm.
for expressing a sudden feeling.
Okay, good. Harriet, can you tell me which are the punctuation marks that we use? Harriet? Harriet, can you hear me?
Ma'am, you are muted.
Oh, sorry. Arjun? Arjun, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can you tell me which are the punctuation marks that we use in language?
Full stop, comma, exclamation mark,
exclamatory mark,
hyphens, question mark.
Okay, good. Malavika?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything has to be added? Thinking? Okay. Who else can give me something else apart from that? Yes, Smriti?
Ma'am, some question marks are added to show that the person is asking a question.
Okay. Then, Arjun mentioned few punctuation marks, that is full stop, comma, hyphens, then question mark, exclamatory mark. Is there any other punctuation marks that is used in language other than that?
We use some hyphens for dialogues.
Yes, hyphens are used. Have you ever noticed how these dialogues are written?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, how? Any punctuation marks are used for dialogues?
In brackets.
No, not within
quotation mark.
Yes, quotation marks. Very good. Single quotation and double quotation. Single quotations are used to indicate titles of a chapter, of a story, of a poem and all. Yes. Double quotations are used to indicate that those are dialogues.
Dialogue.
Especially in stories, you can find double quotation.
Yes, ma'am.
When we learn the story, the little girls are wiser and a walk to remember. So many quotations are there.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
do you remember that?
Yes.
Yes. Many quotations were used
ma'am.
in between the stories to indicate that those are the dialogues exchanged between the characters. Yes.
Ma'am,
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, we do that grammar part.
Pardon? Somebody
she's
has raised the
asking
hand. Who is
whether-
speaking
Ma'am,
now?
grammar after comprehension.
Who is speaking now? It's not clear for me.
Ma'am, Ananya.
Ananya Vijesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is your doubt?
Ma'am, like after that comprehension and all, there is some grammar part, right?
Grammar part I have left out. You can have a discussion with your grammar teacher. Okay.
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 Ma'am, so should we do that?
Yes, you can do and can have a discussion with your grammar teacher. That's why I did not go through it.
Ma'am, in the textbook there are some grammar parts, right?
In the course book, we will not be doing those grammars. Okay. I'll be concentrating only on the literature part. Just
Okay,
because you have two teachers, one for literature and one for grammar, I'll not be going through grammar. I'll be concentrating only on literature. I hope you got me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So, any more punctuation marks to be mentioned? A single quotation, double quotation, full stop, comma, then exclamatory mark, hyphens, then
Question mark.
question mark, colon, and semicolon. Okay. Yes. So, in this workbook, we have 6 questions. That is to put the hyphens in the correct places. Rewrite these sentences with the hyphens in the correct places. So let me see whether you'll be able to put the correct hyphen. The photographer decided that he wanted a close-up of the lines. Shravana, let's try. Shravana, Suresh, unmute. Others, please mute.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me where will the hyphen comes in the first sentence? The photographer decided that he wanted a close-up of the lines. Any idea?
No, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Anthony Viju. Anthony, yes. Can you tell me between which word you will put a hyphen? Okay, Anthony is also a bit confused. Anando?
Ma'am, after that up.
After,
Separate.
that word is correct. Where you will put the hyphen?
Ma'am, that means after that up, right?
Not after up.
Then
Not
before.
after up.
Then before up.
Yes. Between close and up.
Up.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
After writing the word close, you have to put a hyphen and write close. Sorry. After close, you put a hyphen and write up.
Up.
The photographer decided that he wanted a close-up of the lines. So the emphasizing word is close up. So after close, put a hyphen and write up. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Second one. We are looking for an animal-friendly hotel. Sri Rudra, are you there? Your video is off. Harriet? Harriet, can you give me the answer? Yes. We are looking for an animal-friendly hotel. Where will the hyphen comes?
Animal friendly.
Yes, correct. So between which words?
Animal and friendly.
Yes.
Animal and friendly.
Yes, correct. After writing the word animal, put a hyphen and write friendly. So the emphasizing word is animal friendly. We are looking for an animal friendly hotel. Animal hyphen friendly. Children, are you able to follow me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right.
Yes,
Now we'll
ma'am.
move on to the third one. A well-known local singer is performing tonight. Maria? Maria? Are you there? Oh, yes. Can you give me the answer? A well-known local singer is performing tonight. No response from Maria. Devaganga? Where will you put a hyphen?
Well-known.
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 Yes. The emphasizing word is well-known. A well-known. Well hyphen known. A well-known local singer is performing tonight. Well hyphen known. Fourth one. The owners of the shop bought a high-tech security system after the burglary. Amita? The owners of the shop bought a high-tech security system after the burglary. Where will you put the hyphen? Amita, any idea? Okay. I'll move on to someone. Amita, you can mute. Emil? Emil? Give me the answer. Where will you put the hyphen in the sentence? The owners of the shop bought a high-tech security system after the burglary.
Shop and
No, my dear. Owners of the shop bought a high-tech security system after the burglary. Which is the word that is emphasized?
Ma'am, can I tell?
high-tech.
Yes, very good. High-tech. High-tech. That's the word. High-tech. Okay. Put hyphen between high-tech. Hyphen-tech. The owners of the shop bought a high-tech security system after the burglary. Fifth one. That 70-year-old woman still practices yoga. Francis?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes. I think that's Smriti.
Ma'am, burglary means theft, right?
Yes. Burglary means theft.
Thank you.
Ma'am, can you ask the question once more?
That 70-year-old woman still practices yoga.
Mean to put the hyphen?
Yes. Where you have to put the hyphen? That's the question. Devaganga, are you listening? Francis?
Ma'am, I am not getting, ma'am.
You're not getting. Okay, don't worry. Arjun, can you help him?
Yes, ma'am. 70 and year.
Yes, good.
Between 70 and year.
Yes, good. That 70-year-old. Okay, 70 hyphen year. That 70-year-old woman still practices yoga. So you can also add a hyphen after year and old also, because we are fully emphasizing on the year. The woman is 70-year-old. She is an aged lady. So you can put two hyphens. One between 70 and year and another between year and old. So if you put two hyphens also, that's also correct. That 70 hyphen year hyphen old woman still practices yoga. Clear? Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
The last one. The bad-tempered cat bit the kitten. Savio? The bad-tempered cat bit the kitten. Where will the hyphen comes? Which word we are emphasizing? Savio?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you closed the textbook already? The workbook is closed and kept? Okay. Anna?
Ma'am.
Yes. Tell me. Where will you put the hyphen?
Ma'am.
The bad-tempered cat bit the kitten. Okay. Namasya?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give me the answer?
Ma'am.
Mm.
Bad.
Yes. Very good. Between bad and tempered. Bad hyphen tempered. The bad-tempered cat bit the kitten. Okay. So punctuation marks are very important when you write. Full stop, comma, question mark, exclamatory mark, hyphen, single quotation, double quotation, colon, semicolon. All these are the punctuation marks that we use in writing. And remember, whenever you write, you have to use the punctuation marks. So the homework for today is to write 2 diary entries. Don't forget it. Okay. One is a diary entry that you have to write in an imaginary way, whether you have seen a poisonous reptile or an insect. Okay. It should be an imaginary. It can be an imaginary or it can be a real. Then the second diary entry is today's entire day's experience, events, everything should be recorded in the form of a diary entry. And remember, if you're including any conversation, you have to put it in quotes and use the punctuation marks. After ending the sentence, put a full stop. If you're expressing your feelings or emotions or amazement or something like that, you have to put an exclamatory mark. Yes. Then what else? So all these punctuation marks should be added in your diary entry. Don't forget. Okay. So please ready for the next class. I'm happy with your performance. Well done, children. Okay. So I'll see you in the next class. And I want all of you to do the diary entry. 2 diary entries. Okay. It can be written on paper and it can be pinned in the workbook. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.